It's the busiest time of year for lion and dragon dance troops as the Chinese New Year is set to be celebrated. And this year, it's all about the dragon. The mythological animal has long been a symbol of Chinese culture and holds profound meaning dating back thousands of years.
Really, during going to ancient times, you can see that rain was so important, for the land, for the people, for the farmers, and everybody. So 风调雨顺, it means that we hope that the crops and the whole weather system will work with us. So when we have the dragon dance, it's actually we pray to the gods, in the sky, like please give us a year that is plentiful, but also 风调雨顺. It means that rain comes when we need it. It's not giving us floods, and it's like everything. Perfect. Yeah, so that's what you hope for. So that's why you can see that the dragon dance movement is so swift.
Fluid movements choreographed to communicate different messages to audiences define the dragon dance. But the centerpiece is without question the beast's head, which is usually handmade and designed with auspicious elements. All right, the renowned dragon head. And yes, this mythical creature, it just looks like a basic dragon. But in reality, if you look closer, there are elements of different animals which all have a different meaning. This is incredibly heavy. It takes 2 people to carry. Beautiful.
Here you can see for the dragon, for example, it's not one animal, but if you look closely, they're bits and parts of different animals combined into one. So it has like the antlers of the deers, right? And that represents longevity. And then you have the big eyes. They're like tiger eyes. They're very, very alive and energetic. And then you have the big mouth, right? So that creates fortune, and the big long tongue.
Okay.
Yeah. So you see that all these elements themselves, they're all from different animals that have something good to or it sounds good in Chinese. That's very typical as well. But also you can see the patterns. The patterns are also made by folklore artists, but with traditional elements. So not just the parts, but also the colors and the patterns. They all symbolize something good.
Recognized by UNESCO and inscribed as a National Intangible Cultural Heritage since 2006, this historic art form is in good hands to be passed down to future generations.
So what we're trying to do is keeping the arts alive. It's about the art between you and I. It's the art that your father or your master passed down to you. It could be weaving. It could be something sung. But what is most important is that it's being kept alive. So what we really focus on is trying to keep the dialogue. So we want to keep the dialogue between now and history, between young people and traditional arts.
Be it across China or throughout Chinatowns around the world, the dragon dance will always remain an iconic representation of Chinese tradition. And over the coming days, the beat of drums and swirling dragon performances will once again captivate audiences, both young and old.